I started off last week's vlog by talking about my hair and how I thought it might be falling out, and then I said maybe it wasn't. It definitely is. I just filmed a podcast episode diving deeper into this and kind of talking about what I think is happening exactly, but I'll link it down below if you guys want to listen to it. It's honestly really been stressing me out. Also, look at this. The hair that grows on the back of my neck, it gets too long to the point that you can see it at the front. This is why I wax it. I've also definitely spent over $10,000 on laser hair removal for my body. I'm like, it is a cruel joke that my hair growth flourishes in all the wrong places. This is kind of gross, but I've been collecting my hair because I need like a reference point. This is literally what just came out of my hair this very second. And this is what has already fallen out of my head just this morning from brushing my hair and in the shower. This is not normal. I feel like maybe if you had really long, thick hair, but I have thin hair and it's on the shorter side, so like this is a lot of hair. Oh my god, this is like my worst nightmare. I'm pretty sure it's telogen effluvium, which is like scary because you can lose up to 50% of your hair, but I'm pretty sure it was COVID back in January. And some people have hair loss after COVID. It's like, I already don't have that much hair. Why are you doing this to me? Oh. Tika's freaking out because we're about to go for a walk. Come sit here. Yesterday was a bit of a write-off. I literally sat at home and was freaking out about my hair, and I was just doing research and watching people's videos and trying to figure out like what's the best course of action, and I just had like a day of being upset, but I cannot let that continue. So we are getting out of the house today and we're about to go for a walk. My anxiety over my hair is fucking with my gym schedule because I was at the gym last week and this was a day when I was like freaking out about my hair, and there are mirrors everywhere in the gym, and I just kept looking at myself trying to figure out if my hair looked thinner or not. Was not good for my mental health, so I think getting outside is a better option, and we're just gonna walk. I'm gonna try to hit 10k steps, and that's gonna be my workout for the day. I did a ton of research yesterday, so there is a high chance that it's telogen effluvium because I probably had COVID a few months ago, so like that would line up for most people. The hair shedding lasts anywhere between 3 to 9 months. Some people lose 70% of their hair, terrifying. And then once the shedding stops, it takes years to get your hair back to how it was because you're just waiting for literally brand new hairs to make it down to the ends. And the most upsetting thing for me is just like, I have put so much effort into my hair over the past decade trying to get it to be thicker, healthier, and I feel like I just got to a place where it's improving. It's just like all my hard work is now falling out of my head. One other thing that I think it could be, like I was just thinking of all the things that have changed in the last few months, and I started taking my health really seriously, which is like ironic. I decided I was going to regulate my period and get my hormones in check, and so I am now in my third, almost fourth cycle of like having my period every month, which I've never had before. Maybe the regular cycle and like the loss of blood is causing an iron deficiency. I'm just speculating, like this could be a thing. Iron deficiency is also super common in women. Okay, we're gonna go for a walk now. I just oiled my scalp. I'm about to wash my hair. So this is just from brushing this morning. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm trying to get in with a doctor because I do want to get blood work done, but it's just like, it's so hard to get an appointment. Just got out of the shower. This is the hair situation today. I feel like this looks pretty similar to last time. Even after all of that, hair is still coming out. It just doesn't stop. I was able to get a doctor's appointment today via telehealth, which I am so happy about. I've been checking the app for days and there just has not been any appointments available. But if you keep checking back throughout the day, sometimes I guess like cancellations pop up. So 2 time slots were available for this afternoon. So I grabbed one of those. It's also with a female doctor, which I find that they're more understanding most of the time. So I'm also really happy about that. It's in 2 hours, so I'm gonna go for a little walk with Tika first. Get our steps in, get some vitamin D. I really want to get updated blood work. I'm really hoping that I can get a ferritin test. That's what I'm most interested in seeing. I would also love to get updated hormone panels done. It's like, it's pretty hard to request blood work through a GP. They won't just like order all the labs that you want, but I think I'll at least be able to get like ferritin, like blood levels or like iron levels checked, because I feel like GPs will generally run those. Typically hormone panels are harder to get, but I will do any tests that they allow me to do. I would also love to see a dermatologist, so hopefully I can get a referral. I don't know, that's also a bit trickier to get, but I'm just gonna try to get as much as I can out of this appointment. Just got off the call with the doctor and it went okay. It felt super rushed. I think I talked to her for like 2 minutes. However, I am getting my iron checked. We're also doing a thyroid panel, and what was the other one? Oh, and she's checking my testosterone. Testosterone can be high, especially in PCOS, and that can cause hair loss. I don't really think that's gonna be the situation, but I always like getting like anything hormonal tested just to see what's going on. She's faxed the requisition. I think it takes up to 48 hours. I booked in an appointment for Monday morning because I think with iron, it's better to be fasted. And then she said for the thyroid panel, it's better to do in the morning. I have an 8:30 appointment for Monday, which is the day after tomorrow. I'm hoping that they'll have my requisition by then. I think it should be okay. So yeah, I've already started supplementing with iron. I've been taking it for a few days now. Will a week of iron supplementation affect the results? I don't know. It's Sunday evening. I'm gonna make myself a bone broth. This one's my favorite. It's the Thai coconut flavor from Bone Brew House. Also, I just noticed you can see my tulips. I got these sent to me a few days ago. They're so pretty, the colors. I'm gonna flip this and I'll show you. But they didn't stay upright for very long. Like, they're really folding over. I think I need to trim them down, and I don't know. I don't really know what to do with them. But look how pretty these are. Like, so many different colors. I don't buy myself flowers very often. There is something about having fresh flowers in your house. I thought I'd run through the supplements that I started taking. I went through this on my podcast already. I thought I'd share here as well in case you missed the episode. I also wanted to mention, I was just talking with my cousin because she just recently went through a huge shedding phase. She had pneumonia back in January, so we were probably sick around the same time, but her shedding started a little earlier. I think she said like February and March. She lost a lot of hair. She sent me a bunch of before and after photos. That girl lost like half of her hair. Like, her hair is very thin now. I think it would have freaked me out if I hadn't already done my research. Like, I have probably watched every single video online of like people talking about their experience, so I kind of know what to expect. Luckily, even with my cousin, I asked her how her scalp is. I was like, do you have like any bald patches or anything? And even though the hair is really thin, like down here, like the scalp area still looks fine. And that's kind of what I was most worried about, because like you can always put your hair up and as long as your scalp is covered, it doesn't look that bad. We'll see what the situation is looking like. So the supplements that I've started taking, this right here is Nutrafol. This was the most recommended supplement for telogen effluvium. None of these things are gonna stop the hair from falling out, but it just helps promote like new hair growth and like better hair, I guess. When I looked at the ingredients, there's a lot of overlap between what's in here and what's in some of my other supplements, especially AG1. I was also taking a B complex, and this other one I'm going to talk about has some of the same things in it as well. So I don't know if this is something I'm going to stick to long term. I almost might just get saw palmetto, iodine, and horsetail. Those are like the ones that stand out to me. I have taken these things in the past separately, but I never stuck to them long enough to really see if they made a difference. But I think if you're not already taking some sort of like multivitamin that contains a lot of these things, you could just go for this. But just because I have so many supplements already, I'm like, a lot of the things in here I don't necessarily need. And this is expensive. It's like 80 bucks per month or something. I think it's actually closer to 100 with shipping. That is just my thoughts on that, but a lot of people recommended these. I think I already mentioned this, but I am supplementing with iron now. Did I mention that in this video? I know I talked about it in the podcast. I just can't remember like where I was talking about different things. But this one is from the brand Thorn, and it's called Ferrosorb. It also has vitamin C, B6, folate, and B12, which just helps with absorption and blood building. These were panic buys. Like, whenever I'm struggling with something, I just want results immediately, and I will like buy any product. So originally I really wanted to get my blood test done before starting these, so I would have like a more accurate starting point. But I did look back at my most recent blood tests and my ferritin was at a 40. The range is pretty big. I think you need to be below 10 to be considered iron deficient, but for optimal hair growth, you want to be between 80 and 100. And so I was sitting at 40 back then. I definitely think I'd be lower now. And so I think I would benefit from boosting it a little bit, but this isn't something you just want to jump on if you don't know that you need it, because it can actually be damaging if you take too much or if you take it when you don't need it. I'm also taking a mushroom supplement because functional mushrooms can help with a ton of things, especially just like stress related stuff. But this one here is a blend of a bunch of different mushrooms. I feel like I'm at a point now where I'm kind of coming to just accept it. I think if it was COVID that triggered it, there's not really anything I can do, and my hair is just eventually gonna go back to normal. My research helped, also posting about it online and hearing other people's experiences has helped. I posted a few TikToks and I got over 100 comments on my video of people saying that they have recently gone through the same thing or that they're currently going through it. So I definitely want to keep you guys updated because I know that there's other people like me who are going to be searching the internet trying to get information. But at the same time, I don't want this to consume my life, even though some days it's really hard to not think about. Tomorrow's Monday, so my goal for next week is to get back to the gym. I've really been enjoying my walks though, so I still want to keep that up, especially when the weather's nice. It's just so nice to be outside in the sun. I'm getting my blood test done at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and I think the results come back pretty quickly, so I'm excited to see what those come back with, and that will let me know if this is going to be helping or not. I'm gonna have a really chill evening tonight. We're gonna get back on the horse tomorrow. I know there's gonna be good days and bad days. Like shower days are always stressful, but it's gonna be fine. I think I'm gonna end this video here. I really just want to get back to more positive content next week. I hope this video is helpful to someone out there. If you are going through something similar, just know you're not alone, and check back here if you want updates for my situation. Feel free to leave comments down below on what's going on with you, and I will see you guys all in the next video.